Hello, friends. So this week we have practiced our first sounds that we hear in a word, and we have practiced that's a good first way of sounding a word out. But when we have our three-letter words, or CVC words as we always call them, we can sound out each letter to figure out what word we have. So I have some words up here, and they all have a picture on them, but I covered them up because I want us to practice sounding out the word and then seeing if we got it right by looking at the picture. Okay, so remember when we have a CVC, or a three-letter word, we point, and then we blend it all together. So that's what we're going to be doing with all of our words on here. So I want you to follow along at home with me, sounding our words out and seeing if we can figure out what the picture is before we take the Post-it off and see if we were right or not. All right. So I know you can't point along, but I want you to look at your screen that you're looking at and pretend like it's our smartboard in our classroom and follow along with me as I'm doing it. All right. So as I point to each letter, we're going to say the sound it makes. Tap, 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 and then we're going to blend it all together. All right? So here we go with the first one. H, at, hat. What word did we just make? Hat. Good job. Let's take our Post-it off and see what it says. Did you say hat? Good job. All right, now before I go on, I want you to look up at my words and tell me if you notice something special about all these words and what they have in common with each other, or how they are alike. Did you notice that the last two letters of all my words are the same? And if I cover up that first word or first letter, I have the word at. So I can practice point, blend, or I can practice adding on my first sound. Remember that first sound that we make when we are sounding a word out, and just adding it to the front rather than sounding out the whole word. So if this is hat, our next one would be sat. Good job. The next one would be at, mat. Did you say mat? Oh. How about this one? At, cat. Rat. There's a picture of our rat. And the last one is bat. Good job, guys. I hope you were following along, and I hope you were guessing what the picture was going to be before it was revealed. So this is what we would call the at family, right? All of our words end the same. They all end in at. We're just changing out that first letter. Hat, sat, mat, cat, rat, bat. So this is going to be your activity for the day. Inside your packet for today, which is Thursday, you are going to have two, hang on, they're stuck together. You're going to have two papers like this. They look the same, but they're not, because each one has a different word on it. And in your packet, you will also have one page that looks just like my pictures, like this. Now, in order to start your activity, you're going to have to cut these out. So you're going to have 6 pictures all together once you cut them out, okay? If you need to pause this while you go cut them out, you can do that now. Okay, if not, I will keep going with the directions. So once you cut out all 6 of your pages, you are going to take one of your mats. And they have some pretty dots underneath them. We always start at green. Green means go. And we stop at red, right? Because red means stop. So we're going to tap, 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 and blend and figure out what missing picture goes here. All right? So we have the first one. Can we do that one together? We have b, at, bat. Okay, and then you're gonna put, when these are all cut out, you'll put the picture of the bat on there. Now, you can do one of two things. I'm gonna leave it up to you. You can either glue your picture down, or you don't have to, so that you could play this again one day. Okay, so you could just set the picture there and then move on to the next one. So I'm gonna leave that up to you. You have two choices. You can either glue your pictures, or you can just set them there and make this a game that you could bring out another day to play, okay? So you have 2 pages for your 6 pictures. So that is your first activity for today. Your second is I can read CVC word page. And so you have 6 words on here that you're going to have to tap, 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 blend together, and then cut out the picture that matches the word. So if we did the first one together, can you help me sound that out? P-A-D, pod. That's kind of a tricky one. Do you know what a pod is? Did anybody say a pea pod? A pea pod is a type of vegetable right there on the bottom. The peas are inside, and the pod is what actually holds it all together, a pod. So I would cut that out and I would glue it in my box, all right? And you're gonna go through all of them, tap, 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 blend together, okay? That's how we read our CVC words that we don't know yet. So this one you're going to need pencil for your name, scissors and glue, and then for your other one, the only thing you're gonna need is scissors, and then if you want to glue your pictures on, you're gonna need some glue, and if you wanna keep this as a game to play at another time, then you do not need to glue it down, all right? So I hope you have fun with your reading practice today with your sounding out words and matching it up to pictures, and I will see you later this afternoon for some math.